Aurelio is next on geothermal.
Aurelio, di essere qui con noi.
Thank you for being here with us. Like for biogas in geothermics, it's been very controversial in the past, but today I think we can see geothermics done properly. I would just add that in terms of renewables, geothermics is something that doesn't change over the course of a day or a year, so it's constant. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aurelio Cupelli. I deal with geothermics in producing electric. We're part of the geothermic network, together with a number of other businesses, companies from throughout the geothermic sector. Almost all of us are focused in Tuscany. Tuscany is the region where geothermics is most developed. And it was where the first light bulb was powered off geothermic energy. I'm not going to explain all of the slides because I want to try to stick to my time, but if you can read them, and I think the material will be available afterwards. Today, about 40 research permits have been asked for in Tuscany, about 160 in Italy as a whole. We're talking about research permits here. Just because you do research or exploration, it doesn't mean you're actually going to make a plant, because today all companies apart from one need to use the fluid, and you can't find that everywhere. This is the most important slide. Today in Italy, in Tuscany, there are 8 geothermic permits, 6 in the historic Larderello area and 2 in Mount Amiata. So there are 38 plants covered by these permits. And they use almost all of the geothermic vapor that's found under the ground. This slide shows you the paradigm of the new geothermics. The current cycle is that there's a well under the ground, and that brings up water and vapor, removes the water from the vapor, sends it to a turbine, and the vapor is sent back out into the atmosphere. The most recent... Sorry, go back. Newer plants have facilities which will condense the vapor so they can reintroduce the water. 30-40% at the most of the fluid that's extracted from the ground is used. Then the other model is the binary cycle, and this is the newest model. So you take the liquid, pass it through an exchange, extract heat, create electricity with the heat in a parallel circuit. That's why we call it binary. And the liquid as a whole, both in liquid and gas, is reintroduced in the way in which it was extracted. Moving on, you can see some of the research activity that's been done in a particular region called Poggio Montone. In June last year, it received recognition at national level. In November, plants were started, and the plants will be built over the coming months. We also tried to promote dialogue with various stakeholders locally, and we're talking to mayors and other people, bringing them to show them plants in Germany, because this has been done in Germany for many years now. It's new to Italy, but it's not new in the rest of the world. Slide 11. Here you can see how it relates to the territory. This is Sauerlach, which is 30 kilometers south of Munich. Yes, I've used up my 5 minutes, but this is the penultimate slide. Here you can see that you can set up a plant together with a shopping centre or close to other activities. And if we move on to the penultimate slide, these are the activities that we're doing locally. Further forward, this one. These are two images that I wanted to leave you with. This is one picture of the old geothermic plants with these big turbines and chimneys that pollute the atmosphere. And here, lower down, the one that we hope we'll be able to see this image. And this is the image that people will remember, particularly groups of people who are opposing research, don't want new permits to be granted. The picture on the bottom should really be the image of geothermics. Can you see a plant? Well, there is one there. So it's there. They can easily be set up in any situation, in any type of countryside. So that was my time. I went a minute over. Apologies. The final slide is my thanks.
Tengo a dire che
Thank you, Aurelio.